And a few other people with the Cincinnati Free Inquiry Group started up Camp Quest back in 1996. And Edwin had an idea that, you know, all of these summer programs, or a great majority of the summer camp programs out there, are being run by religious organizations. Okay, so Edwin said, man, we need an alternative for free-thinking people. And I think that was a great idea. What about you guys?
Yeah.
So they went through all of the legal things and everything that they had to do to get it started, and now we've got Camp Quest springing up all over this country. This year we've got Camp Quest Montana, Camp Quest South Carolina, we got Camp Quest Ontario starting up. We have a group in Washington that's going to start up next year. We've got groups in the United Kingdom. We got a group in Ireland, Norway. We just got contacted by a guy in Australia who wants to start Camp Quest Australia. We got a group in Nigeria that has contacted us, wants to know about starting a Camp Quest over there. It seems like there might be more free thinkers out there than people might think, because the way that this organization is growing. I think that's pretty awesome. Well, anyway, Edwin and the wonderful thing that he started, something that goes along with Camp Quest, there's a little bit of a legend that goes along with the camp, and I'm going to let Edwin explain that to you. And I'm starting to lose my voice already, so I'm going to turn it over to Edwin Kagan.
Now, serious business, campers. Serious business.
Listen up.
Why? Since the earliest days of Camp Quest, we have at Camp Quest had, and now have today, 2 invisible unicorns. What? You can't see them, hear them, touch them. You can walk right through them. They have no weight. You can't weigh them.
So I can't ride it?
They don't eat anything, and they don't leave unicorn droppings or footprints. They cannot fly, and they cannot leave Camp Quest, and they cannot hurt you. However, they are here. And as a test of your reasoning skills, there is a prize of a godless $100 bill for any camper who can prove they are here. If you can do this, you win the prize of a godless $100 bill, which is the way money was before the 1950s, when they illegally and unconstitutionally put in "God We Trust" on the money. So this $100 bill is for you.
You mean it wasn't always that way, Edwin?
That's quite correct. It wasn't that way before 1954. And when I was in school, I'm much older than all of you, but I'm older than your parents. When I was in school, the Pledge of Allegiance said, "One nation indivisible," not "one nation under God indivisible." That makes you divisible. Yes. What do you want?
That's what I was going to say.
What?
That the Pledge of Allegiance didn't have under...
That is absolutely correct. They're trying to act like it was there ever since the country was started, and that is very simply a lie. There have been a lot of very ingenious attempts made at the Camp Quest over the years to prove that the invisible unicorns aren't here. One of the most common things to say is that, well, Edwin should prove they are here. Well, no. No, I've got faith. I believed in them. My daddy and my granddaddy before me believed in them. There's a great book with great seals that speak of them. It's far too holy for the likes of you to see, of course. So they are here.
I do have a question about them.
What is your question?
Could the unicorns possibly have advanced cloaking technology which they use to hide their...
I have no idea. Yeah.
What do the unicorns breathe?
We don't know. Okay, now, there are many things that are subject to fair debate, like what color they might be, stuff like that. But there cannot be any heresies or blasphemies about these noble animals. Is there a reason there too? Of course there's a reason there too. What is it? I don't know. It's been passed down through the ages. Yes, sir.
When it touches something, does it just walk through it?
Well, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know what invisible things are. And we've heard people say things like they're pink. Well, you know, just a few minutes with a good English dictionary on the word invisible will show you why you can't know that.
How can you find proof?
I don't need proof. I have faith. It's you who have to prove they're not here. I have faith. That's all I need.
No, like prove that it's here.
I don't have to prove it. I'm telling you it's so. That's the whole point.
Do you believe in God?
That's an irrelevant part.
Just answer it.
Yeah, just
The
answer.
answer is no, I do not. Yes.
Nikki, that's an ad hominem attack.
Some people older than me told me that God's real.
Really?
My grandma
Yeah.
believes in God.
Yeah. So
But,
what?
but you say that because you're older than me, if you're older than me and older than my parents, I should believe you.
That's right.
But so is my grandma.
Well, from the description you gave about the unicorns
I didn't give you a description about the unicorns. I told you what they were not. Okay, go on.
is consistent with air. You can walk through it,
You can
and
do
it
what?
doesn't. You can walk through air.
Yeah, but you can also prove there by blowing up a balloon. Yours, yes. What?
Mass hallucination?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of pride and God, but
No, I'm talking about the unicorns. I'm not talking about any gods. Don't get things mistaken and tell the
a
newspapers
preacher
bad
says
stuff.
God is real, but there's no proof.
Who does?
The news says unicorns are real, and there's no proof. So why should anyone believe you?
Faith is not based on reason. Faith is based on belief. In order for something to exist, it needs to have evidence and it needs to have proof. If something does not have proof or evidence, then there is no logical way it could exist.
We can prove anything.
Interesting. No, it's not. That won't do.
What would you do if I said that I had faith that the unicorns weren't here?
Well, that would say you're a very heretical, evil little child.
I want to know how you can stand there and say that there are two unicorns when the truth is that there is one unicorn, a holy duality of unicorns, a male and female.
Let me warn you, sir, that you are now trespassing very closely into the realm of heresy.
And you say that
would
the
be referred
unicorn
to
is
the chief
invisible
Grand Inquisitor for possible trial.
when you know that the unicorns are pink. I have been asked how I know. And I will tell you how I know.
It doesn't matter.
No, I know.
Go ahead and spout your heresy.
Because the unicorns have communicated directly to me.
None.
Because you're special.
They have what?
Absolute
Special.
blasphemous nonsense. I want to know
This
if her
is
Grand
not
Inquisitor-
blasphemy. This is absolutely the truth. I felt her holy beauty. I saw her their uniqueness.
Referred to the Inquisition for prosecution.
We will have to explore this further.
I will not deny the truth this time.
We have someone who is claiming that
I have talked to his, her, him, hit.
there is one unicorn that is a him and a her. At the same time, you say a holy duality.
A holy duality. The one that is
very
true,
dangerous to
the
speak
male
out.
that is female.
I got a famous free thinker here. Since none of my CITs have contacted me yet, step up to the plate, except for the ones, of course, who already have. This guy here is very important. Today and throughout the history of our country, he's been a very important guy to be aware of. It's Thomas Jefferson. He was the third president of the United States.
Thank you very much.
And one of the most famous things that he is known for is his letter to the Danbury Baptists that he wrote way back when, around the time of the founding. Because the Danbury Baptists, being religious people, were afraid of being persecuted in the United States for their religious beliefs. So they wrote to Thomas Jefferson and asked him for a clarification of the Establishment Clause of the Constitution. They wanted to make sure that no one was going to be able to persecute them for their particular religious beliefs. And that's when Thomas Jefferson wrote that letter to the Danbury Baptists that is much referenced nowadays, where he said, quote unquote, there's a wall of separation between church and state. And that wall needs to be maintained. That means that religion should not be commingling with government. The Establishment Clause says that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the exercise thereof. They say that pretty much right? Yeah. The free exercise thereof. So that means if you want to practice your religion in this country, you are more than welcome to, and Congress will not prohibit you from doing so. But it also says Congress will not endorse any one religion or over any other, or what is implied is that Congress will not endorse any religion over no religion at all. So the Establishment Clause of the Constitution is very important. Quite commonly, you will hear people nowadays who claim that we have been a Christian nation from the onset, from the get-go, and that the Founding Fathers wanted this to be a Christian nation. There is a document known as the Treaty of Tripoli. John Adams was president. Was that, or?
Yeah, it was written when Washington was president.
Washington was president.
Adams was president.
Sorry. Yeah, written when Washington was president, signed when Adams was president. The Treaty of Tripoli says the United States of America is in no way a Christian nation.
Passed unanimously by Congress.
Passed unanimously by Congress at the time. So when people tell you that this has been a Christian nation from the get-go and all that, think about Thomas Jefferson and his letter to the Danbury Baptists and the wall of separation. Think about the fact that all of these founding documents were written and nowhere included in them is the word God, and nowhere included in them is anything about endorsing any religion over non-religion. Okay? So that's very important. John, any other points I'm missing on that?
Edwin wants to say.
Edwin!
Is that the same Thomas Jefferson who was talked about on this year's t-shirt?
That is the same Thomas Jefferson who is talked about on our t-shirt. And it says on our t-shirt this year, question with boldness. And that comes from a Thomas Jefferson quote, and I may mess it up a little bit, but Thomas Jefferson said, question with boldness even the existence of God, for if there be one, he would far more favor using your senses of reason than unfounded fear. And I didn't say it exactly as the quote is, but you guys, I'll look it up and I'll have it for you. But he says, you have to question whether or not there even is a God, and because if there is one, he certainly would want you to think, rather than just be ruled by unfounded fear.
Now, Fiona's coming right back up to the stage and bringing with her Miss Kenzie. Fiona and Kenzie, bring it on up. Come on up.
Master, shark.
Hands up. If they fall backwards, he's falling on you.
Oh, yeah, me.
Already been in the hospital once today, not going again.
Go, help her. Ow! Wow, that really hurts! Ow! Hold her. Ow!
You don't lean over so much.
You gotta get on your shoulder.
We're up.
They're outside the law. When you get outside the law, you get into the land of civilization. You're in the land of civilization. Everything that you do.
Encore!
Encore! Free bird!
Some of you guys heard me playing this the other night. There's a song I've always loved called Spirit in the Sky.
That's right.
Always loved that song, loved the jam, didn't agree with the words. Well, now here's the Jeff version. When I die and the name you rest, gonna ride in the ground like the rest. Don't you know that when I die, gonna be the hole in the ground where I lie. Gonna be the hole in the ground where I lie. When I die, when I die and the baby rest, I'm gonna nourish the sod like the rest. I'm trying to think of what the next verse is. Okay. Say yourself, you know it's a must. You're gonna keep the motion like Jesus. Don't you know that when you die, you're gonna keep the hole in the ground where you lie. Gonna keep the hole in the ground where you lie. That's where you look for when you die. When you die and the day rest, you're gonna nourish the side like the rest. I'm not a sinner, I never sin, but that don't mean spit between us. Keep inside, I know it's no lie. Gonna keep the hole in the ground when I die. Gonna keep the hole in the ground where I lie. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die, and the baby rest, I'm gonna
Alright, you get one ticket.
like the rest.
You mean little girl.
That's the coolest one!
I'm not hot anymore.
That's what we call the bucket brigade.
That is cool.
That's what we call the bucket brigade.
So, get a picture of that.
Did I mention I went and got freezing cold water from the kitchen? Who's next?
I'm third.
Next! This is the best baptism ever. Are you ready? Okay. Wait, I didn't say
No.
That's really, really
Griffin, tell us what the challenge was.
To illustrate what happened when people jumped into things without researching or anything like that.
So you wish to portray what would happen if humans went into their endeavors without any sort of research.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the setting for today's show from the Maple Cabin, today's skit from the Maple Cabin, is Jim in Jim's Auto Parts store. And here is Jim. He runs an auto mechanic. Jim is an auto mechanic. And here's Jim.
Change my Sarah Palin!
I just came down from Wasilla up in Alaska, and the problem is that
I have to speak much louder.
the problem is that my car just will not start. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's going on. It just will not start. And the thing is, I really need this car because it's what I use to go shooting things with. I do have the helicopters for that, but I do use the cars for shooting things, and I really want this car fixed. So please fix the car or I will destroy you.
I'll see what I can do. Bring it in the back. We should have it fixed by tomorrow. Not yet.
What? Why are you moving the car?
No. Okay, now you come in.
Looks a little dirty. Let's try washing it.
You're an expert.
Let's try it now. Seems not be working right now. I don't know what else to do.
Call another expert. So he can do. Maybe I need to paint it. Try it now. Hey, I was doing that.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's call on a different expert. See what they can do. Just take a look under the hood. This part doesn't go in there. These parts look all misshapen. So you can do.
It's quite an obvious problem. It's had a heart attack, and I'm afraid it has no pulse. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Dang.
What did you guys do?
Well, we had somebody come in and wash it. Somebody paint it. And then somebody beat him. And then somebody checked.
Well, you see, the problem is there's no gas.
And so you see what happened was, are we done? Okay, what happened was, everybody came in and did what? They just tried to fix it. Nobody looked at the gas gauge. See? The problem was that the whole thing was, the car was dead because there was no gas in it. And only Oscar, the genius mechanic, read the gauge and did the research to solve the problem. Ta-da!